A couple of months ago in Manchester, the Tory party had their conference, and I know. And for the first time ever, they held a reception on Canal Street for lesbian and gay Tories. And it made me want to cry. And the next two poems are kind of about the dilemma you face when you get equal rights in a system that you fundamentally disagree with. And the first one is called Civil Partnerships and All That Jazz. We're getting civvied up. We're demob happy. The war is through. We're rushing out to say, I do, I do. We're very nearly just like you. We're in the suburbs with our 4x4s and 2.2 kids. We go on family trips to International Ladies' Day. Hey, times have changed. We've won the right to become racist thugs in blue, to butch it up in prisons, swing our keys, clank our chains, join the army. We're in the mainstream now. We're getting carried away. We're celebrating this new freedom we've found with our beautiful, shiny pink pound. We're pushing out the boat. We're afloat at last. Oh, we fuck. We're all at sea. Because this isn't a war that we won. We just crossed over to the enemy. Thank you. The next one's kind of on a similar theme, and it's kind of like, when you get equality, you find that some people are still more equal than you are, and it's called the grass is greener. No more noses pressed against the window, no more backs against the wall, no more fists chasing us away, no more being moved on by the law, instead, an open door, the sweet ting-ting of the bell as we walk in. We were out and proud, now we're proud and inside, but something's not quite right. This is one shop, but it's got two sides. One counter for your kind, and another one for mine. On my side, the shrimps are a faded kind of pink, the white mice limp. The space dust doesn't rot the roof of my mouth, just splutters. The sherbet fountain stutters, then stops. The bubblegum's got no pop. The jelly babies have lost the plot. And when I ask for something special like Ferrero Rocher, they're suddenly out of stock. I never liked sweets anyway. Your candy floss is suffocating. Your cherry lips kiss like Zyklon B. I never wanted things your way. Once I used to shoplift, now I have to pay. We used to walk the wild side, now we toe the line. And I know we've come a long way, but I miss my life of crime. Thank you. Thanks. And the next poem's about a day out I had in Liverpool and Crosby, and it's got a kind of Beatley title. It's called Day Trippers.
Very good.
That's a smooth one. Yeah, Day Trippers. Gulls shriek. We burst onto the seafront, hearts juddering like bus engines. Laughing, we shovel crisps into mouths too ravenous to shut against the blowing wind. Blue melts into yellow. The end of the summer washes our backs with warmth, and your fingers rippling my hair. Later, you dribble alien words, and someone else's half-eaten spring roll into my ear. And I know we're on the slow train home, half cut and happy. Thank you. And I don't know if you know, but in at the art gallery at the moment, there's a really fantastic exhibition called Angels of Anarchy, which is old surrealist women artists, and it's really great. And inspired by that, I wrote a kind of surreal poem, which hasn't got a title. It's very short. It goes like this. Forest leaves cloud the floor. Companies of squirrels, startled by dying angels, screech like bats. Eyes dull into nuts of fear. The undergrowth rustles with funerals. High above, vapour trails float on a napalm sun. The blue sky cracks. Thank you. Thank you, and coming to my last poem tonight.
More!
It's quite a long one. It's the longest one, actually. A couple of years ago, in Austria, the one called Elizabeth Fritzl was rescued from a cellar where she'd been held for 20 years and abused by her father along with her children, and it was like all over the press at the time. And what kind of puzzled me was like all of the British press were going on about, oh, what is this about what is it about Austrians that could mean this could happen? I was thinking, what are they on about? What a bizarre thing, what a bizarre question. Seems to be avoiding the obvious, that it was another man abusing another woman and children, and they were going on about Austria. So I kind of wrote this poem as a response to what the British press were doing at that time, and it's called Amstetten. It was all Julie Andrews and Alpine meadows, big cream cakes and rosy-faced people, and blue skies with fluffy clouds, and soft brown cows with clanking bells, and clean air and edelweiss, all pretty and cosy and nice. Until one fine, upstanding Austrian man took his daughter by the hand and shut her up. Amstetten, hang your head in shame. Austria, hang your head in shame. We've taken the lid off your chocolate box land and found your dirty soul. Suddenly, the green of the alpine grass, the blue of the cloudless sky, the child's beaming yellow sun are too perfect, too bright. We hate their too clean streets, their lawns without a blade of grass misplaced, a neurotic people in the home of Freud, everything too tidy, too fake, a plastic people programmed for evil, their outrageous subterranean hidden beneath their toy town houses and smiling, yodeling faces. Even the Austrians joined in this national flagellation, their police and psychiatrists parading on TV, basking in their 5 minutes of fame, pondering, who's to blame for this atrocity? Is there something in the post-war Nazi-loving Austrian psyche? Because we're shocked, we're at a loss, we can't understand how this has happened. And I think, bullshit. This talk of Austrian blame is a magician's trick, a sleight of hand, an illusionist game of misdirection. Because I look around me and I see women naked in cages in adult clubs, and women naked on pages in papers and mags, and nose jobs and boob jobs and a nip and a vaginal tuck to give men a perfect fitting fuck, and daddy giving his little princess a long kiss goodnight, and thousands of women abused in our modern civilized society where 95% of rapists go free, and we don't understand how Amstetten has happened. Girls in pink and boys in blue, genders assigned so we don't get confused, so that boys can be boys and girls know their place. Slag, whore, slapper, cunt, wolf whistles and show us your tits and suck my cock, you fucking bitch. And we don't understand how Amstetten happened. Thank you.